Okay, Warren Buffett could be on the brink of his first foray into India. It is significant. A source tells CNN the legendary investor is lining up a $360 million investment into India's top mobile payments firm, Paytm. Such a deal would value the company at about $10 billion. Ravi Agrawal interviewed the CEO of Paytm when he was the New Delhi bureau chief for CNN. He is now the managing editor of Foreign Policy and author of India Connected. The book comes out September in India and the rest of the world November 1st. Ravi, I am thrilled to have you back here because I'm normally used to seeing you in India. So I'm glad you're coming back here to explain what the Oracle of Omaha saw in this company and why he thought it'd be the right deal for Berkshire Hathaway.
Sure. Well, for one, I mean, the news that he sees this as a valuable investment is big news in India because they respect him a lot there. And so his valuation and his take it means a lot for Indians. What he likely saw is a company that is on an upward trajectory that has a baked-in growth market. And that market is people, A, who are already using Paytm, which is 300 million Indians. But what he's also likely looking at is the number of Indians who are yet to get on. And these are Indians who are still discovering smartphones and regular mobile phones and using that to begin to bank for the first time. It is now the case in India that more people are buying their movie tickets on platforms like Paytm than credit cards and cash. That is only going to continue, and he knows that.
And when you talk about the growth potential in an industry like that, I think a lot of people do not realize in India how these things work. When you say 300 million users, we're not talking about Instagram users here. We're talking about this is the way they get life done in India. These apps are really important. The software is important. The new smartphones are important.
They are really important, and it's very easy to use. So you could be someone who is not very literate or newly literate. You could be someone living in a village with bad connectivity or a phone that is a very basic phone. Paytm and many other apps like that, WhatsApp, for example, are designed to work very well on those kinds of phones and with low data requirements. And it allows Indians to leapfrog in a sense where they don't have to travel 4 hours to get to the nearest bank. They don't have to learn how to use a PC and a computer, which, by the way, they're never, ever going to use. Instead, they have a phone with which they can transfer peer-to-peer, or they can go to a store and use it. Someone can show them how to use it. It's a very low barrier to entry, and that's what everyone seems to be counting on.
And in terms of your book, India Connected, and these are the kinds of things that companies like Berkshire Hathaway are following. I mean, some people had said that India has really lagged behind, that this really should have happened in India a long time ago. From what you've learned, do you think we're finally at that point of momentum, that this is an inflection point and everything that we hoped for would happen in India will happen in terms of its connectivity and how much it can develop its economy?
I think the connectivity is there. I think the devices are there. The big bet isn't really on technology because all of that exists. The big bet is the bet that we've always been wondering about. Will the Indian middle class stand up and deliver? Is it only 20 million strong, or is it 100 million strong, or is it bigger than that? And that's the challenge, because India has all these consumers who are beginning to use the internet. They're discovering it on smartphones. The question is, are they really going to spend? Are they going to buy subscriptions to Netflix? Are they going to make payments on these platforms all the time, or just once in a while? Are they going to consume more in general, the way the Chinese did 5 or 10 years ago? That's the big bet. And the jury's out on that. I mean, growth rates in India are clearly, the trajectory is upwards. The question is, how fast can the middle class really expand?
And like you said, how big is it? What is that number anyway?
It's huge, whatever it is.
Yeah, Warren Buffett certainly sees the potential. Ravi, I can't say how good it is to see you come back. We'll have you back in the fall as we continue to follow, like you said, that incredible Indian economy. Appreciate it. And we will be right back with more of Quest Means Business in a moment.